10-pin alley in Las Cruces. We're here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Rising Tide, really interesting format. It's close to total pinfall as more and more bowlers are eliminated in each round. That's the Rising Tide. But there's also a lifeline of 10 pins times whatever round we're in. We're in round 4 in the scratch division, so there's a 40-pin lifeline for whoever gets the highest game this game out of our 2 remaining contestants. This is Will Davis playing Harley Swaggart. Conveniently enough, the difference in total pinfall after 7 games is 39 pins in Harley's favor. So if Will beats him this game, he gets the 40 pins this game for the lifeline bonus and would win the tournament by, I guess, at least 2 pins is how that would all math out. Math is hard. He's got to win the game, though. So yeah, if they tie the game, they would split the bonus for 20 pins, and that would favor Harley. So Will does have to win the game. And he's got every chance of doing that as he started double spare double against Harley, who started 3 in a row before an 8 count in the 4th. So it's Davis with the 1-pin edge at the moment. Which could be a high-scoring match. No shock at all seeing Harley in a title match, and even less of a shock. Look out! Seeing Harley in a title match in New Mexico, as he is, for whatever reason, dominated the conference, which is odd for a bowler from California who goes to school in Arizona. And he loves him some New Mexico. Handicap still has 10 bowlers remaining, including Eric Iona, who didn't care for that 7-10 very much. They're surrounding the scratch bowlers here in the title match. Pretty medium scoring pace today. Had to be just barely under 200 to make the cut in scratch. Harley only leading after 7 games with a bunch of bonus pins at 183, so not that easy to blast the high scores today. Thanks to essentially Akeem and a rotating crew of others for keeping things afloat here at 10 pins. Haven't been to Las Cruces in a while. Brand new synthetic lanes here.
Rudy, your order's ready.
See that well-practiced southpaw form. He mows down 10 and pit there. So it's your classic veteran versus the young gun scenario here. Will's only title came in the Youth New Mexico Open over the summer. And that was a scratch title, so he knows how to win. He throws that prototypical 2-handed ball, just like Jaden does if we caught him on camera too. It's all about legs and timing is really where the power comes in. The rotation comes naturally since there ain't no thumb there. Yeah, pretty looking ball right there. Makes it 3 in a row, gets him into the 220s and gets him a 11-pin lead. Good turnout today. New format tomorrow, double elimination. I ain't telling you the pattern, Chloe. It ain't tomorrow yet. Still got our U17 to go between Jay, who's trying to stay awake for it, right behind me. That's right. And Kara Thompson, who's still alive in a handicap.
Yeah, the person here
Oh! Late love on the 9-pin from the right side of the rack. That is unusual. I'm not sure what came back and got that 9. Usually it comes over from the left side for the right-handed bowler, but something sprung up out of the pit there and gave him 4 in a row, 6 out of 7 strikes and a 20-pin lead. See if Harley can answer it right away here in the 7th. Frustrated in title matches last month at Isleta, I guess the beginning of this month at Isleta, because we've had a lot of Texas, New Mexico, Texas conference tournaments in a row. We don't have a lot during the high school season, so we kind of make up for it here on the back stretch of the season. Couldn't throw the last 2 balls any better, just pured it in the 1-2 pocket, gives him 2 in a row, and we got ourselves a great one here for the scratch title. Sorry. Harley sits tied for 6th place on our all-time title list with 32 titles. Tied with some guy named Jacob Buttriff. I wonder whatever happened to him. Have to look him up someday. Just only 32.
Oh wait, no, that's my dad.
Bam! Pin shy, that ball has 0 respect for the 6-pin. and climbs back up to within 2 pins again. Boy, highest. It wasn't head-to-head match play at all today, but this, if it was, this would have been the highest scoring match of the day. Long way away from it, but Davis takes it off the sheet for a 269 win. That would be thrilling if he ends up needing them all. But instead, a fast 8 stops the string. Wow. He's playing a pretty tight line for a two-hander. That's indicative of how much volume was out there today. That was what kept the scores down. The ratio is very high. The volume was high as well, so.
They oil the lanes with this time?
Nope.
So there's no oil.
There's plenty of oil out there. Look how straight a two-hander is playing. Chloe.
I don't understand.
Chloe. Now it's a big break on the bench for Swigert as they essentially even up the match with that 2-pin count differential as well. Slight advantage to Harley because he's got the strikes working. He's gonna throw the best shots in the 9th and 10th. Isn't that what it's all about? Davis in the 9th. That's 10 in the pit. Almost a modern day solid 7 as he was sending those pins so airborne with all that power. You can, on those high flush hits, leave those solid 7s where just everything accelerates over the top of it. I bet if we watched that back, he would have caught that 7 pin by like 2 or 3 inches just over the neck. Good enough, they're gone.
When they both stand up, look at that height difference.
Harley now in the position to take it off the sheet and win. Oh, man. I'm with you, bud. That was pure and a pretty unexpected solid 7 there. That was a really good shot. Deserved more than 9 and welcome to bowling. And loses a pin account, so he falls in the rears by 1. Wowee.
Still a really good game for both of them.
It sure is. Excellent spare shooter. She does that little practice swing to get his body in the right place to do the right thing. You see how he shifts the hips a little open. Kills all the hook off the ball. Well, it's well done at the spare, but I don't think he expected to be shooting a spare on that shot.
He didn't want to.
No, nor did he want to. 197 strike working for Davis. 196 spare working for Swigert. Tie potentials all over the darn place. Harley can still throw 2 strikes here in the 10th and force Davis to get 1 or 2 in his 10th. Count pending. Good stuff. A little high. Whoa. That ball was creeping a little bit too far to the right. If you can even call that a break, he deserved the break after that ringing 7. That was a pretty good ball, though. Holds on for high flush. That now, if Harley spares, Davis would have to 20 fill in the 10th to win by a pin. If Harley strikes out, give them both here, Will would go strike 9 spared at high. So still all kinds of possibilities here. This is a gigantic shot. 11th frame for the orange one. Of course. There's 1,500 videos on YouTube. Watch the next one after this. That time saws the rack. Maybe a slight little adjustment. He didn't want that to come in any higher than that because then that might have left another ring in 7. Instead, that was in the shrapnel zone there where nothing's going to stand. And a just as important fill ball. That made Davis strike. If he gets less than a strike, if Harley gets less than a strike on this ball, Will would double to win instead of double to potentially tie. Oh! Now they're even on breaks because that time it could have been 6. Instead, it is all 10. Great break on the fill for that 246. Will Davis needs to strike twice to win this tournament. Must strike on this ball. 9 spare on the second ball. We would have a tie at 246. which actually, well, wait a second, would split the game and win the tournament for Harley anyway. So he must strike to win this tournament because the tie does Will no good. How about that for a format little quirk? If they tie at 246, they split the 40 pin bonus, and that keeps Harley in the lead. So Will must strike on this ball to win the tournament. Anything less than Harley wins. Gee, I hope the crowd knows that because it's going to look a little weird. Will can end all that misery by just flushing one right here. Got it. Oh, the 8-pin falls late. In the, what was it, the 7th frame, it looked like a solid 9 for Will, and something came off the rack and got the 9-pin. That time, that looked like a solid 8 for the loss for all the world, and it looked like something just tomahawks the 8 from above, and if he stays behind the foul line, he wins title number 2 in a brilliant match by both bowlers. Those heels are off the back of the approach. I think that's a good thing right there. Stay behind the line and chalk up a title. What a final game. My goodness gracious. 255 to 246. Great stuff. And the bright blonde artesian has just doubled his title total. What good stuff right there. My goodness, good stuff here. Hopefully handicap title match will be just